Bold Black Girls podcast. I'm Ari.
And I am Kim. And here we are.
And here we are.
Almost to 20 episodes.
Yes, we are getting close to the end of the first season.
Yep.
I know you're sad. I know you're like, no, but we'll be back.
It's like going on Christmas break, you know, like
exactly.
the kids. So we're just going to take a break and we'll be back fresh for 2020.
Yes. And actually, we might do an episode for December, maybe. Pop in.
Yeah, pop in.
You might pop in.
Like a Christmas party.
Yeah.
Podcast, a virtual
What if we do live?
We should do.
You don't want to do live.
We could.
But that could be live.
Can we wear pajamas?
We could wear pajamas.
Or we can wear our Christmas sweater.
I like it.
We'll wear our ugly Christmas
We can do an ugly
We'll do
Christmas
one
sweater episode
in December. Okay.
Okay, cool. I'm fine with that. Anywho, so, there's a couple things that I wanted to talk about.
Yes.
Well, one in particular, because everybody keeps talking about it on the internet, and I think I listened to it really quickly, but T.I. and his daughter, and he talked about how he goes with her to the gynecologist to make sure her hymen is intact.
My.
First of all, that's funny to me. Like, my mom, when she finally did find out that I was having sex, she was like, no, my little hymen is gone. Oh, that cracked me up. But I just feel like, I don't know. I don't have daughters. I was a daughter, and I know my dad was not happy to find out when he did that. He didn't know that I was having sex, but he saw on the medical form that I was taking birth control pills when I went to get my wisdom teeth taken out, and they showing him my business. But he was like, what's this about, what's the thing talking about you?
Right.
He don't know how to say it. What's this, they talking about you on birth control pills.
You on BC and not the headache medicine.
I was like, yes, and it's for my period.
To regulate and regulate. Cramps.
Exactly. He's like, your mom know? I'm like, she knows. She did not know.
How did you get on it? Where did you get?
I went to Planned Parenthood.
I
was having sex.
So you knew to go to Planned Parenthood?
At 16, listen. Unfortunately, in the inner city, urban areas, that's kind of like, normal. Yeah, so to go there if you need condoms or anything, like, it's free. You don't have to tell your parents. And so for myself, I just was like, well, I'm having sex, so let me protect myself. And definitely too young to be having sex. And if you are that age, don't do it.
It's not worth it.
It was the worst decision ever in life. So I would have definitely waited.
I second that.
I'm for real. It's times where I'm like at 40 years old, I'd be like, I wish I did not do that early. Like, I agree. It's not worth it.
I won't disclose the age, but I will say that I had no business.
Look, let me give the fast forward the story. It ain't worth it, girl.
Kids are overrated.
Do it. Boys, they're overrated too, especially at that age. They're not taking care of you. They are just trying to get their little whatever they're trying to get. They ain't thinking about long term. There's no long term stuff.
They don't love you.
Just wait. When y'all ready, go get married and make it happen. And then it'll just be you and him. And then y'all won't even know nothing else but each other. So you won't know anything. So yes, that's my recommendation for any young girls that are listening to this episode. Because I remember that we do got young girls that listen. So
absolutely.
Don't be stupid. Because that was dumb. And I can't stand the boy that I did that with now. But anywho... yeah, so he's watching her hymen, and
that was before HIPAA.
Yeah, well, mine was before HIPAA. Now he has T.I. is getting consent from his daughter.
So he's forcing her to give consent to him.
Basically, because what is she gonna say? No, I don't want you to see.
Which is a form of control in a sense.
I agree.
She's an adult officially now. She may not be a true grown woman,
right?
But in the eyes of the healthcare system, she is officially an adult because if my daughter doesn't want me to know,
she doesn't have to.
Exactly.
Because they give you the little piece who
that's
is
even
okay.
in college. Like if your kids go to college, they have to give you consent to get their grades.
Wow.
Yeah.
My parents never asked for them, so I don't know.
If I'm paying, I want to see.
I know that's right.
I don't care if it is community. Let me see that grade.
What did you get? So yeah, that was interesting. People were it was a lot of the guys, it seemed like they sided with him. Guys who have daughters.
Of course.
Were like, I don't want my daughter out here having sex. You know, exactly. And most women are kind of like, that's her body, let her, you know. So I guess I get both sides because as a parent, you want to be protective, but at the same time, you kind of got to trust what you put in them.
And then are you checking your sons?
They're not.
Okay.
They're not checking the sons. See, I've already talked to my sons about this stuff. I'm like, look, abuse. I go, it's age appropriate, but they know that how it works.
Good.
But
because I didn't know for the longest.
Yeah.
Because we weren't exposed to all of this.
I didn't even know where the hole was.
Right. I thought it was kissing.
Well, yeah.
Initially, you know.
Just kissing? And then you get pregnant?
Yep.
Interesting.
At a young age, like, I'm talking about like 4th, 5th grade.
Right. Like LJ and Marvin's age.
Yeah.
That's what Marvin was thinking too.
Correct.
Like, Mom and Dad, they lay in bed together and then
they kiss.
When they wake up in the morning, it's a baby. I'm like, something like that. So anyways, yeah, so that was just an interesting, like, topic that was out. Hot topic, I guess.
Yeah.
And then the other is a little more serious where if you're watching this episode, we would like you to go online. We'll put a link for the petition in our show notes. But Rodney Reed, who is incarcerated unjustly for a murder that he did not commit, he's been in jail for 20 years. Pretty much everybody is saying that he's innocent. All the facts are showing that he's innocent, but he is scheduled to be executed at the end of this month. And so Sean King, Lee Merritt, others they went this weekend to protest on the state capitol. Yep. We have about over 2 million signatures that have signed this for the governor to just go look at this stuff. Yeah. So I'm hoping that happens because that would be really sad that he has to go through this whole experience for something that he never did. So if you it only takes about 3 minutes to go on. If you want to take the extra, I was say 2 minutes. If you want to take the extra step and write a letter or make a phone call, you can do so. But they give you all the information on the site in order to make your voice heard. That is not okay. So.
Yeah. Just one more added thing to the Texas
I know, man.
list of things that are going on down here that are very close to home.
It is.
Very close to home. And Tiana Jefferson's father, the girl who was killed in Fort Worth in her home, her father passed away.
Yes.
And
I just saw that yesterday. And
I'm sure it was from heartbreak.
What? Exactly.
Because that's real.
And I know, there were some talks about them having kind of an estranged relationship. So maybe there was some...
Absolutely.
Like all of that together.
It doesn't matter.
That's your child,
just knowing that if he had the opportunity to make it better, he doesn't.
Exactly. So that just sucks.
At the end of the day, it's still his daughter.
All around, I was just like, I'm over all of this. And what did you say? Somebody was saying that they should charge him for her dad's too.
For her dad's death. Because I'm sure it was heartbreak. I'm sure. All right, so you said you're over it.
I am. I'm also over my throat.
So as we, I am too. You know, she's been losing her voice,
and I got a little bug or something that jumped down here and just. So, sorry, I might be like a little bit on the episode.
And you're a very active person in the social scene, networking. So you need your voice, and you need it for the podcast.
I definitely do. So we're gonna protect the vocals.
Hence the hiatus that we're taking in December.
Exactly.
Kind of like a singer, like Erica Campbell. Yeah.
It's the same thing, honestly. Because I went to the doctor and they went and looked down there, which is a horrible experience, by the way. When they stick that camera down there, I thought I was going to die. But they can see your
They
voice.
didn't numb you?
There's a thing, they don't work. That ain't enough. You really feel like you're going to choke because it's numb and then you can't, like, swallow. It's just weird. Anyway, it's called laryngopharyngeal reflux or something like that. So I can't eat stuff late at night. I have to. It's really like some medication I'm supposed to take, but I don't take it all the time. So yeah, it has lots of. It's like a reflux that happens, but it attacks your vocal cords a certain way that makes it like that. I know.
So I'm tired of her losing her voice.
Me too. I'm over it.
So we're over it. we're tired and weary of a few things.
Right.
all the events in Texas. I'm also tired of lack of kindness.
Hurt people out there. It's a lot of hurt people.
And I know we said that time and time again, but I mean, people are even driving hurt.
Everything though. And I think, here's the thing though. The more you are getting better at it, or like your forgiveness and your peace is growing, I feel like you start noticing it more. You do. Because I feel that way. Like, I'm like,
was that even called for? Like, why'd you have to cut me off like that?
Yeah, you're like, you're tripping. Like, why are you going through that? Or I'll be like, it's just so many different things where I can see that, like, if somebody was like, yeah, and if they did that to me, I'm going to do this back. And I'll be like, you got too much time on your hands to be talking about revenge.
And I mean,
like, I'm not a revenge person. I just I can hear it a lot more. Like, people who are kind of
like, that bothered me about the college student at Clark, Atlanta, whose roommate took her life. We don't know the details.
I know something with the roommate and her boyfriend. Roommate and her boyfriend, right? Yeah.
I don't know who killed her. But the fact that you thought that you had the audacity to take someone else's life, just period.
Like, what? I don't know. It's like, what's going on with people in their mind? That's why I be like, we are really getting to the for real end times. Yeah. I feel like people have been saying that forever, but it definitely feels closer.
It does.
To me. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I think that we could say that we're over.
What are you tired and weary of?
I'm tired of people who, and I don't know if it's the people or just the situation, who are not taking accountability for their own actions and looking for someone else to be the scapegoat for them. You know, it's easy to be like, you know, you made me do this, right, or you caused me. But just like we've talked about before, my little squirrel that's outside, he cracks me up. He's just in his own world. But we talked about before how Pastor Conway did the little visual of this, you know, what's in you comes out.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't care if it's me who pushed the buttons and made it come out, but it's in there. Nothing's going to come out that's not in. So you have to work on what's in there so that what comes out is better. You know, I know for myself, like, there are certain triggers that cause me, like, I can't deal. So I'm trying to be more like, hey, I'll let someone know in advance. Like, that bothers me. Like, when someone communicates with me that way, I don't like it, you know, and so I'm letting you know. Now, if the person continues to do that, then, you know, there's not a person you need to be around, you know, because they're going to be trying to trigger these things out of you. So that's something that I think we need to do more of. I'm just over that because it's like people want you to be their therapist, and I need my own therapist. I can't do it. So take accountability for your own stuff. It's okay. It's okay.
And not projecting those issues on you. Like, hey, this is an issue that I'm dealing with, and just go get help for it.
Exactly.
Talk to somebody.
Everybody's talking about it now, so it's no stigma. Go find help. That could be through reading a book.
It really could. It doesn't.
Watching some YouTube videos. It doesn't have to be therapy, but you know, find a way to figure that stuff out because that is getting on my nerves. In case you cared.
And changing that behavior, like being intentional about that. Like, we had a conversation this weekend, and people not, like you said, taking accountability for that. Like, okay, you want that person to change, but you're not willing to make the change as well.
Right, exactly.
So it's like you are projecting your expectations on them, but then you have expectations of yourself.
And really,
which is like, kind of like narcissistic behavior as well.
It is. Because you're saying, this bothers me, I don't like that, don't do that to me, and then you're just like doing all this stuff to them.
Right.
And they're like, well, that bothers me. And it's like, well, that's how I am. Sorry.
Yep. Take it or leave it.
That's not going to work. Okay, well, guess what? This is not going to work. Friendship, relationship, I don't care what it is.
Exactly.
All of the above. Because, yeah, I definitely got tested on my, what I said last week about not expecting other people to do what I do.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I did. Because I was like, what? I would have been like, and I really had to have a conversation with myself. Because I did. I mean, there's some things that I think are justified, but there's others where it's like, you know what? This is should be expected of this person. Like, you know, that's how they're going to do it. And it took probably about 2 days for me to kind of just be like, you know what, I should know.
And that was probably a good experience for you, because then you can, and I'm not saying set your expectations low for people, right, but I definitely do not expect Kim from other people.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Because my stuff comes from my experience.
The way they think is just different.
Yeah, mine comes from my experience, right, what I've been through, what I've seen. I got a whole plethora of things that are going on in my head when I'm acting a certain way. You have a different one, right? So it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same energy. Now, if it was my mom, it would be the same.
Or mine.
Because she was there. She like, what they say? She ready to ride.
0 to 100.
Exactly. If it's my dad, he'll be like, everybody just be like. And I'll be like, we don't have time to talk to you right now.
Just calm
Everybody
down.
calm down. My mom said that's why. She told me yesterday, she's like, that's why you're so balanced, because you got me
on both sides.
And then you got your dad. And
I
was
think
like,
that's the same, because my dad was the same way too. Mm-hmm. And my mom just snaps.
Exactly.
Real quick.
My mom not even thinking about.
And I'm just like, okay, don't sweat the small stuff. We don't have to worry about that. But if I need to come out of it, that's Chicago. Like, yep.
I will change the channel, and we'll be right on there. So,
real quick.
You know, we got multi-layers. So.
And going on top of that, I would say lack of forgiveness and grace, because you may expect someone to go through, to give what you're giving, but we don't know what their experiences are and what they experience, to say, okay, you know what? Let me give them some grace.
Yes.
They may not have known what healthy relationships look like, healthy boundaries, but I'm in control of me, so I can show them by the way I
allow my example.
Exactly. Through my actions and what I won't accept. Because I've told someone before, I'm not allowing you to project your insecurities on me.
Yes.
Or your issues. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you might want to turn around,
try
work
again,
that out,
and come back.
Because I can't consume that.
And another thing, remember, so we were laughing with our friend yesterday. I know she's watching this or listening. And so she was in a mood, right? Like one of our friends, she was in a mood. And so
she called both of us.
She did. And she called me on the FaceTime. And because we were trying to coordinate a brunch, right? The time. And I'm just like, okay, so y'all going to work out? What time y'all going to be done so I can, because I had to take my time to get ready. I ain't had time to be doing what y'all was doing. So she's like, I said, because somebody else is coming. So, you know, I just want to make sure, is that the time? So she called. See, that's why people need to be responding when they in the group chat. She going now. So I'm on FaceTime, you know, with her. And I said, so 11:30?
You just redirected.
Yeah, she just started laughing. She's like, yeah, 11:30. It's fine. So I was like, okay. So when we all got together, she's like, see, y'all my friends. Y'all know I don't mean no harm. It just was a moment. I was like, I already knew. I could feel the energy.
You can feel it.
And I know that's not how she is all the time. So I'm like, oh, she's okay. She hangry.
And she's hangry. And that was you saying, okay, you know what? I'm going to give her grace. I don't know what has been going on. You know.
I don't know nothing.
Where this tension might be coming from. And she called me and she was like, so I sent the text and nobody responded till today. I said, I'm on my way to meet you at the gym. I'll be there in about 10-15 minutes. You might need some endorphins.
Exactly.
And we had a wonderful workout.
Good. That's probably what she needed for sure. So yeah, that's just funny as another example of that, right?
Mm-hmm. And not taking it personal. Because someone who might have been in there, they might have gotten in their feelings about it, right? Like, oh, well, I'm not even coming to brunch.
Right.
You know what? If you're going to act like that, just forget it. And you call me when you get it together.
Exactly.
Right?
And it's like, you know, you got to just start thinking, just think one step ahead that what could have been going wrong here?
Right. And maybe she needed that brunch because people, like children, they act out when they need something.
Yes, that's true.
They act out. They may need cuddling. Kiara acts out sometimes. I'm like, okay, she need a mommy daughter day. I can tell. Yep. Come here, bring it in. Bring it in.
But yeah, that's true. So yeah, that's an example of like kind of how that can happen. And you just gotta stay aware of you, and sometimes you gotta help your friends stay aware of themselves.
And that's also like, I think people don't, and I'm not even gonna say people, like anticipating the need, like. You need some quality time.
Yes. Right?
You need to be tuned into what your friends, even your boss. Okay, you know what? I see they're struggling. They're having a hard time. what can I do to help you?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we get enough of that.
We don't. The grace, and I think especially as Black women, in the workplace, that's something that we are lacking.
We are.
Because people be like, you can handle it, you good, you don't need nothing, you're strong, you're everything. And it's like, we don't want to be strong.
We're tired.
We don't want to be strong. Like, we just are because we don't have another choice. But I remember I got laid off, and my boss had this conversation with me saying, you're going to be fine. Like, I know you're going to be fine. And then I was like, I know I'm going to be fine, but that ain't the point.
Right.
The point is, I ain't trying to get laid off right now. But that's literally how people will look at you. Like, I know you'll be out there. No time.
No time.
While I'm holding back the tears of like, really? Like, is this really what we about to do right now? Okay, fine. So then you gotta be strong. You ain't got no choice. So yeah, I don't like it. And speaking of that, another thing what I'm tired of is the Black woman, Black man clashing.
Yes.
It's almost like, and I'm not saying all of them are like this or all the situations are like this, but I noticed that there's situations where, let's say one person brings up something that it's like a tit for tat. Like, well, Black man be going through this too. Well, Black woman be going through this. It's like this back and forth, and it's not one more than the other. To me, I see it both ways. It's like, wow, we need to get back. We need to get back in love with each other. Yeah, we need to just be back loving each other, like, for real. Because I just feel like we are missing that.
We are.
Because it's like now everybody's
you think
isolated.
you all that because you got a degree, or it just goes on and on.
It's a whole thing, and it's like,
it is. I'm tired of it.
That makes me mad. So a guy who I know is watching this episode, I was talking to him, and he's like, I want to give you a compliment, but I don't want to blow your head up. And I was like, now why you got to say that? Like, now you done messed up the whole compliment. I don't even know what it's going to be.
Right.
Yeah, but why you can't just give a compliment
and just be done?
Just be like,
you got to preface it with,
you're the most beautiful thing I ever seen in my life. And just leave it like that.
Because you know got a compliment back.
Exactly. But it's like, but why it shouldn't take away from you, even if I got it. I might need to get excited today. I might have needed that compliment today to boost my self-esteem, and that's okay. But I think,
and I don't know
that's
where
something
that
that we've been
from.
taught.
I don't know where that
that's
comes
something
from.
that we've been doing for a long time.
Right, because they'll say, "Oh, I like your little outfit."
Right. Oh,
you just negate it.
You think you're cute today, huh? Right. You're like, oh no, you think I'm cute. That's why you said that. That's what I say in response usually. But yeah, it's like we can't even. It's almost like it takes away from us to give another person a compliment, which is like, it shouldn't be like that. But of course, I gave that lecture at the time.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did.
So yeah, let's get back in love with each other, y'all.
Which is, to me,
other,
like a lack of being direct communication. Like, if you like someone or you think they're beautiful, say it. Like, is there fear behind that?
Yes, it is fear. I think it's fear of rejecting it. Maybe rejecting the compliment. Who knows? I don't know. But I definitely think there is a level there. Because you saw the other person who gave me a compliment the other day. Oh, my God, look at you.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I'm like, that's not, it ain't hard to do. It don't take really away from you. It actually is like, oh, I was like.
It helps you. It helps.
I be needing that. Because some days I be like, I'm ugly. I be looking like, look at my hair, bad hair today, bad this and that. I'll be mad. And you never know. You might have just encouraged me.
Exactly.
You know?
So don't be afraid to compliment. Well, like you said, we have enough of
the other folks.
Yeah, correct.
Coming against us both, let alone each other. It's like, that actually is a part of the system they try to create for us to, like, young against old, you know, and all that, light skin versus dark skin and all that. And it's like, stop. Let's just stop, guys.
Which brings me to my next point of what I'm tired and weary of and I have enough of is I'm settling and accepting just mediocre relationships, friendships, work, right?
Mediocre, girl.
At home, at work. Like, so if you're going to be my friend, hey, girl, I think you look cute. I don't want a friend that's just like, girl, I see you with your little, and you can joke around.
Right.
But, like, especially if you're initially building a friendship.
Right.
That could come across as a little
haterish.
Yes.
And
like,
I'm the last person to talk about haters. Like, I was like, I don't even know who if I have haters, I don't know who they are. Because I don't even,
like, I have
it's
friends,
not something
I'm
I talk
like, hey,
about.
I'm proud of you. You inspire me. Like, that is awesome. Girl, go get it.
Exactly. And if there's something you need to check me on it. But it shouldn't be like those backhanded compliments.
All the time.
That's too much. Because I've had relationships like that.
Did they last?
And no.
Okay.
Where it's like, why you always, like, I don't want to fight with you. Like, it's fun to be, like, banter a little bit.
Yes.
But I want the majority of it to be like, you know, hey, how you doing? I miss you too. You know, stuff like that.
Can we meet up?
Not always be like, with your big old head and all that. I know my head is big. I don't need to hear that.
Now, I do have one friend I go back and forth with that.
You do.
Yeah. So,
and y'all, it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. Like, the amount of back and forth they do, I'm like...
But we love each other. It's a special kind of love.
It's definitely a special kind.
She's probably the only one I do that with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Cause I
you can't take it.
I don't want it. After y'all sent that letter in the mail telling me I need to be at the gym. I can't handle it.
I think she's due for another letter. If she's listening, I'm going to have to send one for the holidays.
That's hilarious. What else are you on?
Excellence.
You want a lack of excellence?
A lack of excellence. Oh. Yes. Just, it goes back to the relationships. Give 100%. Don't feel like you have to give 50. Like, I aspire to be an excellent person. Not perfect.
No.
To be working excellence, be an excellent mom, an excellent friend.
At least striving to it. You're never going to, like, be all the way there.
Right.
But if you're not striving for it, then you're going to be mediocre, like you just said. So, yeah.
Lack of excellence. So, that's my pursuit.
Yeah, that's mine, too. I mean, and that's the thing is, like, you want to be around people who are doing that. Yeah. So that you should not be the only one. What was that Pastor Conway who said that? Like, as far as you should not be the most spiritual person in your group.
Yes.
And you should not be the smartest person in your group. You need to be always aspiring to be around people that are smarter, more spiritual, more in shape, you know, more just in a better situation than you are, so that you have something to look forward to or to even aspire to be.
Look,
you know?
I eat in excellence, so. But I also work out in excellence as well.
You do.
So, I mean, it may not look like it, but I aspire to do things in
y'all haven't seen Kim doing these flips and stuff. That girl, I don't know, but...
Well, and you know, we went to take holiday pics.
Oh, yeah.
So we have our signature pose where we jump. And so I posted it. Someone was like, oh, you jump higher than baby girl. I was like, look, I told you about these
Agile. She got the Megan Thee Stallion leads.
So,
yeah,
you know, I just want to continue to be excellent. I need to be in excellent physical health to do all of that.
Yes, exactly.
So that's why I eat in excellence.
Yes, I agree. I think that is something that we're lack, you know, because people just want to do whatever. Even myself is like, I'm constantly trying to push myself, like, okay, do this today. Like, it's hard sometimes, but it's a necessity. You know, you got to have routine.
Yep.
In order to at least start the process.
You came back to the gym with me last Sunday.
You've been, and then I went by myself.
You did. I'm so proud.
So we're on a roll. We're getting there. I
created a routine.
Yoga again. I went to Yoga Lattes, which I really enjoyed. That was right where I needed it to be for me.
Slow and steady. It wins the race.
Yeah, and I still was feeling it because they use those bands and they resistance bands. Oh, so yeah. We're going to get there. We're going to work during this winter so that next year, by the time my birthday comes, I'm already, and I'm not even thinking about it like that because honestly, I'm happy. I'm honestly happy, like with my body, with where I'm at. I know that I can do better. So again, striving for excellence and seeing where I can improve. So that's really all it is. I'm not even trying to like fit into nothing or whatever.
All right. I got one more. And then I think I'm going to wrap mine up. Lack of effort. Effort shows interest in anything and anyone.
That's
so if we'll say friendship, you want to hang out. I'm not always going to be the one reaching out like, hey, let's go out. I would like to see you. What are you doing? It needs to be reciprocal, but I also need to see your effort. Without effort, you're like, okay, well, you're not that interested.
Yeah. And yeah. I'm just going to say yes on that because I think there should be some kind of something that says, hey, I haven't seen my friend in a while. Right. Or, hey, I haven't talked to you in a while, you know, or whatever, and reach out. Don't be afraid. Like, I think people really are, I'm learning, and I keep saying I blame the mothers. It's really bad.
I like it, though.
That.
I like it.
I blame the mothers. I always say that, but the reason why I say that, and I'll use the example with, like, my sons, right? So, kind of playing on that, but extending this a little bit. On when they're young, you know, there's little things that kids do that they want to get attention, right?
Yep.
So, like, LJ and Marvin they're good at this. So, let's say I'm like, you're in trouble or whatever it is, and they're sad about it, they're mad, whatever, and they'll get to either walking by a whole bunch of times until you say something, or sitting in the middle of the hallway looking all mopey, you know, and sad and stuff. And I'm the type where I'm like, get out.
And I've been a witness.
Get out of here. Like, go in your room, go wash your face, go figure it out, and then come back and talk to me about what you want to talk about. Don't be moping around waiting for me to be like, oh, what's wrong with you? Let me give you some attention. Why are you sitting in the hallway or whatever? And it's like, get out of here. Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, I don't want to see it. Because what I find is that, as I've seen this with grown men and women that are like trying to get attention without using their words. And I'm like, I want to talk to you like I'm talking to my 10-year-old.
Yep.
Use your vowels, like Martin said.
It's a lack of communication.
Like, come on, like, just say, you know what, that hurt my feelings.
Yep.
You know, when you said that did hurt my feelings, and blah, blah, blah. It's okay. It's okay to say things. It's okay to say, hey, I miss you. I want to hang out with you. Yep. What you doing Friday? I want to kick it with you. Or whatever.
People are afraid.
Me and my girlfriends do it all the time. We're like, we're overdue for our girls' night. What's up? You know, or whatever. Hey, what you doing? We need to go to brunch. It's like, why can't it just be like that?
I don't know. It's pride and fear.
I don't know. I think, yeah.
Definitely pride.
Because it's like, well, why you didn't come to me?
Right.
It's like, well, you are thinking about me right now. So just call and say, it's not even that serious. Again, it's not that serious. So, yeah, I think there's a lot of growth that we all need to do. I'm working on mine. Some of this stuff is just, I think as we get older, that's why it's like enough is enough. Because it's like as you get older, you're kind of like, okay, so you're 40 and still having a hard time saying this? Like, I don't know if I have the patience.
That's why I love kids, because I feel like kids are so honest.
Yes.
Like, I had the kids call me like, we haven't seen you in a long time.
Right.
You know, and then I was talking to Mona today. She was like, yeah, Bryson was like, I miss Kim. I was like, I hope he keep that same energy for his future woman.
Yeah.
If you miss somebody, tell them, hey, I haven't seen you. I've been trying to get down with you. What's up?
You know how LJ, every time you see, he's like, hey, Kim, I didn't know you was going to be here.
Right.
They love some Kim.
I was like, gosh, why can't, like, we need to, I don't know what we need to do. But
where does it start?
Yes.
Is there a age? Is there a grade?
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's
middle school?
He's in middle school.
I think it has to do with the kids, like, with each other, giving each other a hard time. You know, maybe it's peer pressure or something that happens at a certain age that stops you from being like, well, I don't want to seem like I'm thirsty.
There you go.
You know, I'm not thirsty, so.
It's okay to be thirsty. Quench it. Quench it.
Go on and quench that thirst.
Right. Go ahead and quench the thirst. I'm thirsty.
I love the honesty piece, though. Because you got to just start being more real. And that has vulnerability. That's the hard part. You know, it's like once you get past that barrier of like caring what someone says or, you know, trying to hold up that wall, you know, then maybe you can have that again. And maybe your reaching out will open up other person to reach out more.
I agree.
You know, because some people like, you got the same phone I got. You know my number just like I know yours. Well, what if you're reaching out, open the door and be like, oh, I needed that today. I needed that reach out. And now, you know what? I'm going to reach out more because of this. You never know. But, you know, when you're thinking selfishly, you're not going to consider all those factors. I've been that person. Trust me. I'll be like, no. I'm not reaching out.
I'm not reaching out. I'm waiting. Or I'm tired of reaching out. Yeah.
You're gonna be waiting.
Did you watch the Netflix special with Dion Cole? Well,
well, that's my time. Yeah, no. So I'm not the one that So I've been there, so I know both sides. I'm like, Now I'm more like, first of all, I'm only going to be spending time around folks that I want to spend time with. So it shouldn't be that hard to say, hey, what you doing?
Right.
Send some eyeballs in a text. Hello.
Right. Or not.
Hello.
Where are you?
Send one of them little gifts, you know. But yeah, so.
Right, and now you don't even have to text. You don't have to use actual text, right?
Right.
You can use a gift to communicate a feeling without saying it.
Exactly.
Right?
To warm you up, to get you more comfortable.
I'll send out ice cream, licking the ice cream. Like, hey, I'm ready for some ice. That could mean, hey, let's meet up for ice cream.
Right.
You know?
Anything.
Right. So you've had enough of...
Yeah, I'm actually
direct communication.
I'm forcing it on the people in my life.
Good.
I am. I'm just
that means you're holding them to a certain standard.
Yeah. Because I just feel like I can't do the other stuff. Like trying to interpret, and it's like, you trying to see me or no?
I can't read your mind.
Exactly. So I'm just like, I think, I'm getting to that phase, that season of just like, just say it. Say what you mean.
Right.
Mean what you say.
All right.
Anywho. All right, that's enough for today.
Which, one more. Lack of complaining.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
And I feel like baby boomers do it a lot.
Yeah, because my mom does.
And mine does, too. And I can't stand it.
As soon as you call girl, ooh.
Let me tell you, my finger hurt.
Oh. Ooh, my back, my neck, my back.
And Medicare, they did,
Oh, my God. Girl, let me tell you what they said. They called me telling me my insurance was...
Yeah.
That's my mama every other day.
Sharon,
and
too.
I told them. And that's how I practice my, the calm down method.
Yes.
Because she'll call and she's like, what are you doing? Let me say, everything is like up here.
And they charge my card, and I told them Medicare folks, I'm like,
you call, hey, I was just checking in. Girl, let me tell you. You're like, oh my God, why did I call? But then you're like, well, this is where you practice it at though. With your parents, obviously with your mom. You're like, so what was the end result? And what do you got to do next? Okay, so you're going to make that call and then. It's almost like you remind them, like, so here, we're going to take the next step still.
I have a better one.
No need of that.
I said, so what went well today?
And she's like, shut up.
Well, the Lord bless me.
Get her in spiritual mode.
So I just changed the whole
grateful to be alive.
Yes.
I'm like, so-and-so died at 60. Mm-hmm. You are, you blessed,
yes.
So you kind of got to remind folks
really
that
do.
It's always someone else.
And I mean, I could go on and on, but definitely the complaining.
Yeah. And then I have to work on that too. I mean, that's something because you can find yourself getting in that mode, and it's almost like,
quick.
I was laughing because somebody was talking about, you complain about your job, and then you don't have no job, and then you get a new job, and then you start complaining about that. I was like, I ain't complaining no more.
Wait, and
I never complaining again.
Yes, Lord, I'm so grateful.
Please, Lord, just bless me, Lord, please.
I promise I won't complain.
I won't complain, never again.
Cues up the spiritual playlist.
Right. You're like, As soon as you start wanting to be like,
grateful.
Get all holy. Okay.
All right, we're done with you people.
Yeah. So, Kim has her Bold Black Girl t-shirt on today. You can purchase that shirt at boldblackgirls.com. And you will support the podcast by doing so. Also, please rate and review the podcast on your player of choice. If that's YouTube, tell your friends about it, share it, subscribe. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, write a review and give us 5 stars.
Right. So what's our call to action? Because I know we have a listener out there that always reminds us of the call to
actions.
Identify what you've had enough of and work on that.
And have enough of yourself.
Yep.
Sometimes you need to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. So try to figure that out. Like, that's the thing that I do. I'll be like, why does this bother me so much?
Yep.
That's a question that I ask myself all the time. When something irritates me, because when that feeling of irritation, it gets all up in here. And I'll be like, ooh, I am annoyed. Why?
I have a rule. Will it matter in 5 minutes, 5 months, or 5 years from now?
Yeah.
If it won't matter in 5 years, it's like, well,
it don't matter.
Yep.
just figure out what your triggers are, and then determine if it's worth it.
Yeah.
You know,
everything's not worth your effort. Everything and everyone is not worth the effort.
Strive for excellence.
Amen. E2, effort and excellence.
Try. Well, some other ones. I feel like there could be a couple more, but I think grace. Give grace, because you don't know what people are going through. Nope. Sometimes the reaction is something else, and it could be your calm response that stops them in their tracks and be like, you know what, I'm sorry, I'm tripping because this happened to me earlier today, and I'm just in a bad mood. So forgive me, I didn't mean to go at you like that. Don't throw your McDonald's at the manager behind the counter.
Don't. It's not worth it.
You might get hit in the head with a blender. Did you see that video?
Yes. And
she was pissed.
And we're in the season of everyone records everything. So
yes.
Control your tempers.
You want to go viral for the wrong reason?
No. That's why I don't even eat at McDonald's. All right. So, because I eat it excellent.
Oh, Lord. Anywho. All right, y'all. Well, you all have a bold week, and we will see you next week.
Peace.